Okay, so we've been able to populate individual transaction for a withholding tax. So let's try our hands on bulk data. We go to withholding tax purchase, we go to purchases, and we go to first. Let's be sure we have no prior data in the system. We had already entered the individual ones, so that will be in the system. So let's try the bulk data. You go to bulk withholding purchase invoice upload, and you click the template, a template to be able to download and populate. So this is a template that we have. Please, it's not the same as the VAT template. So this is a different template that we have. To be fast, I've tried to populate one here already. So let me take through how to populate it. As usual, we're going to have the supplier's name, the supplier's thing, the description. Is that service, it is goods, it is works, it is director's fee, consultancy fee. You just name the service, the description of what you got, of the invoice. You purchase goods, you purchase battery, you purchase chairs, you just name it, put the name over here. Then the supplier's location, whether it's in Accra, Kumasi, Koforidua, whether it is in the United Kingdom, whether it is in Belgium. As soon as you are hearing of United Kingdom, it means that you should be hearing of a double tax arrangement, double tax treaty implication. You hear of Germany, Ghana has double tax arrangement with Germany. So you're going to see a double tax arrangement issues coming in. When you hear of Belgium, the same thing. Togo, Ghana doesn't have a double tax arrangement with Togo, so we're going to have a non-resident treatment. Then Koforidua, which is resident, South Africa, Ghana has a double tax arrangement with South Africa, so we're going to have similar issue. Then United States of America, that Ghana does not have a double tax arrangement with US, so it's going to be treated as a non-resident, pure non-resident. Mauritius, Ghana has a double tax arrangement with Mauritius, so we are only going to select the right one. Then we come to the section, the gross amount. This is the gross amount that the gross amount before deducting any withholding tax, or the gross amount of the invoice exclusive of the VAT. So you enter the amount over here. So this is what I have entered. The withholding tax, this is very important because this will determine the rate that is going to use to compute the withholding tax. If you select, you click and have a drop down. You select resident. If you select goods, it's going to use goods to do the calculation. If you select resident, it's going to be resident and it is service. So it is resident and it is service. So it's going to use a withholding tax rate for resident and service to do the calculation. So we have this resident, it is works, resident is service, resident and its director's fee. So director's fee has a different withholding tax rate. So it's going to use resident and director's fee. So that is if it is a director's fee and to pay to a resident individual, a resident director. And we have here is a DTA. DTA is double tax agreement, and the country is a United Kingdom. And what did we pay for? We pay for technical or management service fee. So technical or management service fee, it has a different rate compared to any other country. Then we have Germany, which is this country. The country is from Germany, and Ghana has a double tax arrangement with Germany. And what did we pay for? We paid for also management fee, which is also what technical and management service fee. So it is going to be at a rate that's agreed between Ghana and Germany for technical and or management service fee. Then DTA from Belgium. This is also, the country is Belgium, and the what we paid for or what we are paying for is royalties. So per Ghana and Belgium double tax arrangement, there's a separate rate for royalties. So we use that particular rate for royalties. So we're going to have a non-resident, which is works. All non-resident will have the same rates, except non-resident, which is goods, and the goods were imported, and duties paid in Ghana. So you have resident goods. So we always need to know where the goods imported and duties paid. If it's in that case, we're going to have this argument of trade. We're going to have this argument of trade rate and not trade in. So the applicable rate is going to be nil. We have South Africa, and this in this case we have South Africa, and it was dividend payment. Being dividend payment is the company having more or less than 10% shares in the company making the payment. So this one, what we selected is we are paying to South African company, but it has less than 10% shareholding in the company in Ghana. So we selected that, and it has a particular rate that it's going to use. So, and last one is the Mauritius, which is the and it is interest. So we paid to a Mauritius company which is resident in Mauritius. It's not resident in Ghana, but resident in Mauritius. So, and it is for interest. So it will select rate for interest that is applicable to a resident of Mauritius per the Ghana Mauritius double tax arrangement. So this is what we have over here. We go back to having done it, we save it, and we go back to the template. So we go back to the system, and we have populated the template. You go to choose file, we are going to upload. Choose file. So this is a file that we uploaded, and we click upload Excel file for verification. It verifies to be sure that you've done the population correctly, and if it is done, say success. So okay, this is successful upload, successful upload of Excel. So proceed. We have proceeded. So click bulk purchase invoice. So as soon as you click bulk purchase invoice, it is going to populate the template. It's going to populate the system for it to calculate all the withholding taxes that are applicable. So this is what we have done. We are done uploading the bulk data for a regular purchases. It is not gross up. This is regular purchase and regular payment. So after this, we are going to do one that we are going to do gross up. If it is gross up, it means that we have done the payment. We did not do withholding taxes, so we are now come to account for withholding taxes. Or per the contract was strict that pay me the contract amount is net of taxes. So we are going to consider the withholding effect on the net basis by grossing it up. Okay, all right. So this is how we do the upload of data for withholding taxes.